Hello, welcome to our class tutorial in Python. In this tutorial, we are going to look at loops. In Python, we have only two categories of loops. We have the for loop and the while loop. First, we are going to look at the for loop, and then we see how the while loop also works. So on the left side of my screen, so I'm going to be typing the code, and we shall be seeing the results in the command line on the right side of the screen. So the for loop iterates over a sequence. It can be a list, it can be a tuple, it can be a dictionary, a set, or a string. So I'm going to use one example, iterating through a list. So I'll declare a variable courses. So I've declared a variable. We are going to use the for loop to iterate through this course, this list courses, and we print out every course that is in it. So I'm going to say here for each course in courses. Now, you have to note that whenever using loops, you have to terminate the loop with a full colon. Then after, you indent the code. By indenting, I mean the space before the new line to tell the editor that this code is under this loop. So for each course, this course is a variable. So I'm saying whichever value in this list courses, store it in this variable course. And then after, I'll say print course. So I'm saying for each item in the list courses, print out that item, but I'm storing that item in variable course. So let us see the results. I'll save, come to the side, see. So it has come and printed out all the items in our list courses. Now, let us also look at the while loop. I'll not remove this so that we see how they differ. Now, the while loop iterates, executes statements so long as a certain condition is true. I will say, I will declare a variable x is equal to 1. Then I say, while x is less than 6, less than 5, okay. I will terminate. Then I'll indent to tell the editor that whatever code I'm writing inside here is part of this loop. It is supposed to be executed in this loop whenever the condition is true. So whenever x is less than 5, print out the statement. So I'll say print x. Then I'll increment x. One. Let's save and see the results we have here. See? So it is going to come, what this statement is doing, it will get the value of x, which is 1, is 1 less or less than 5. If the condition is true, it will come inside the loop, print out that x, then it will add 1 to x. This is like auto-incrementing. So when x becomes 5, now the condition is false because they are equal. So that's why it is stopping at 4. So whenever you're using loops, make sure that you indent after the loop statement. Then after whichever code that is inside that loop, you have to indent here. So we have to terminate the loop, and then whichever statement inside that loop, you have to indent so that the machine or the editor knows that this statement is below or is part of this loop. That's why here I had to leave space and start on a fresh line, because this declaration I'm doing of X is not part of the for loop. So principally, that's how the for loop and the while loop works. You can try it out in different examples, and they get complicated based on the logic, the complexity of the logic you're trying to implement. Thank you so much.